I mean, why do we have to rest it? I mean, to wait another 3 minutes, 4 minutes to eat the beef.
Okay. Oh, okay. Why? So I thought you were just teasing them or something.
No.
Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm here at Food Hotel Asia to show you Canadian beef because they're not here yet, but they're gonna be here soon. So I'm gonna show you what the beef is all about. This is Albert Eringfeld and he's Executive Director at Canada Beef. He's going to tell us why choose Canadian beef.
All of our beef is graded for a certain quality, and we can provide that quality grade on our beef, so the consumer knows exactly that, you know, when he buys a prime steak from Canada or a AAA steak from Canada, that it meets certain standards of tenderness, of marbling, of high quality products that they can enjoy.
So you mentioned earlier was that in the US they like to use a lot of corn, whereas in Canada they use more barley and wheat. How does barley change the flavor of the beef?
So as you mentioned, like Western Canada, where most of the cattle are raised in Canada for beef production, we have a lot of availability of grains like wheat and barley. So if you feed diet of wheat or barley to the cattle in their final stages, this tends to produce a fat that's a little bit whiter, not quite as yellow. Well, so that also, you know, improves both the appearance of the product, but also, you know, affects the taste of the beef. Maybe not so strong tasting, maybe a little bit milder tasting compared to corn.
You mentioned in the seminar that 77% of all the beef you produce are graded AAA or prime. That's quite an achievement. Is it because of the environment that is?
It's a number of reasons. First of all, I mean, the producers, they also receive a premium, so they want to make sure that their beef is graded in a certain category. So that really, you know, encourages them to look for ways to really produce a high quality product.
We're gonna have a taste of the beef right after this. Chef Anand is gonna cook up some of this Canadian beef for us to try. Chef, go ahead.
Let's start with the marinade.
Yes, yeah.
So basically, let's just go really simple.
Yeah.
Salt, pepper, olive oil. So that's a rib. So this is a short rib. So 2 minutes on each side.
Short rib isn't classically done this way.
No, it's barbecued usually, or
okay.
you know, like or short rib on a bone. That'd be nice. But this is tender enough to be eaten as slices.
Yeah.
Like if you see the marbling, it's got good marbling here.
Yeah.
So that means that's fat and, you know, it's more flavorful. So obviously not to overcut, and, you know, like for example, if you have short rib, you're going to cut it the other way, and it's going to be along the grain. Then it's just going to be chewing gum, basically.
So it was just salt and pepper and a bit of oil?
Yeah, that's about it. If you want to add a bit more flavor, then you can do like a nice butter, or you can, you know, do some flavored olive oil. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to render the fat now, because you don't really want to eat raw fat. So if you notice this part has got fat in there, so let's just render that a bit. We also have tenderloin, which is, you can, you know, you literally can use a spoon to cut with.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's that tender,
wow.
so you don't need a knife for that.
So one thing about beef, right, is that aroma.
Yeah.
When you're grilling it, it just smells so good.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we kind of attracted people from the other halls actually.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, I smelled it, I was wondering where it was coming from. Okay, so this is done. I'm just going to rest it for a couple of minutes before we start cutting it.
I mean, why do we have to rest it?
So basically, the reason we rest it is because we want to retain the juice and flavors inside. You can start cutting it out and then it's going to be like, you know, juice everywhere.
All the juice is going to go everywhere.
It's going to be still slightly juicier, but it's not going to be as juicy as it is when you rest.
Okay.
So the idea is to rest at the same time you cook. The end cut is usually quite well
done. A little bit of char would be nice too.
So let's do that.
Oh yeah. That is nice.
So this is basically a secondary cut because it's that tender, so you don't need to really, you know, keep that well. So this is the rib.
So the beef in Canada and the US is quite similar?
You do the verdict, I think.
Okay. Okay, that's a very nice slice of ribeye.
It's good, eh? So you feel the juiciness oozing out to the back. That's what happens usually.
As you chew,
Yeah.
your flavor really comes out. Fantastic.
Yes.
That's really good. Unfortunately, we can't get Canada beef in Singapore
Yeah.
as yet.
Yes, we would at some
But
point.
it will come soon. So thanks very much, Chef.
Thank you very much for coming.
Okay, remember Canadian beef, it's coming soon to a restaurant near you. So the next time you're at a restaurant and they say you've got Canada beef, make sure you give it a try, okay? Or if you see it at the supermarket, give Canada beef a try because I
Yes.
think it's really very good.
No regrets. No regrets.